It was the kind of night where the storm seemed endless, the kind where the sky itself growled, and every gust of wind rattled the old windows like they were ready to shatter. I remember it clearly because it was the first weekend my parents had trusted me to stay home alone. I was 17, nearly 18, and desperate to prove I could handle myself. They'd gone to visit my aunt a few towns over, leaving me with the house, the dog, and, unfortunately, the storm. By 10 p.m., the rain was hammering down so hard it drowned out the TV. The kind of noise where you can't even hear yourself think. Our dog Daisy wouldn't stop pacing. She was usually lazy, a golden retriever who did nothing but nap. But that night she couldn't settle. She'd stand at the window, growling low, then dart to the back door like something was out there. At first, I chalked it up to the thunder. Dogs hate storms, right? But then, just after midnight, I heard it. 3 slow knocks at the back door. Buzz. The sound cut clean through the storm, sharp and deliberate. Froze. Nobody used our back door. Not neighbors, not friends. Never. We lived on a corner lot, and the back porch faced a patch of woods. Anyone coming from that direction would have had to walk through thick mud, pouring rain, and a tangle of trees just to get there. I muted the TV. Daisy barked, her hackles raised, then whimpered and backed away. "Hello," I called, my voice cracking more than I'd like to admit. Silence. Only the storm. I forced myself to the kitchen where the back door was. Every step felt heavier, like something inside me was begging me not to look. The window in the door was fogged from condensation, the glass streaked with rain. I leaned forward, trying to see if someone was out there. Nothing. Just blackness and shadows. I almost convinced myself I'd imagined it. Until the knocks came again. This time slower, louder. Daisy bolted upstairs, tail between her legs. That was what scared me the most. She'd faced off raccoons before, even a stray coyote once, but she wanted nothing to do with whatever was at that door. I didn't open it. Instead, I locked it, checked the other doors, and grabbed the landline to call my parents. But the line was dead. Checked my cell, no signal. The storm had knocked everything out. And then, from upstairs, I heard my bedroom floor creak. Froze. I was downstairs, alone. Daisy was with me. Nobody else should be in my room. I grabbed the heaviest thing in reach, a fireplace poker, and tiptoed to the stairs. Every step I took, I told myself it had to be the storm. Houses make noises. But the sound came again. A slow, deliberate creak, like someone shifting their weight across my wooden floorboards. "Who's up there?" shouted. My voice was shaking. Silence. I forced myself up, one step at a time, gripping that poker like my life depended on it. Daisy didn't follow me. She just sat at the bottom of the stairs, whining softly, eyes locked on me as if to say, "Don't go up there." When I reached the top, my bedroom door was half open. I never leave it that way. It's either shut or wide open, never half. I pushed it with the poker, the hinges groaning. The room was empty, completely still. But here's the part that made my stomach drop. The window was wide open, curtains soaked, rain blowing in. I know I hadn't left it open. And the mud on the floor, smeared footprints leading toward the bed. They weren't mine. I locked myself in the bathroom, sat on the floor, and waited. 4 hours, I sat in silence while the storm raged on. I must have drifted in and out, because when I opened my eyes, it was morning. The rain had stopped. The house was eerily quiet. When I finally got the courage to step out, the muddy footprints were gone. So was the rainwater. The floor was spotless, like nothing had ever happened. The back door, still locked. The storm door still shut tight. For a second, I almost thought I'd lost my mind. Until I checked the security camera feed from the back porch. At exactly 12:17 a.m., the timestamp clear, the motion sensor picked something up. The footage was grainy, distorted by the rain, but you could make out a figure standing at the back door. Not knocking, not moving, just standing there. But here's the part one can't explain. Every few seconds, the figure would tilt its head, almost curious. And every time it tilted, the lights in the house flickered. At 12:20, 3 knocks shook the door. At 12:22, the figure was gone. The camera cut to static. I never told my parents. Never told anyone until now. Because some nights, especially stormy nights, I still hear it. Buzz. Leave your comments in the comment section about your childhood scary events. Like and subscribe for part 2.